Guys, we're live, man. The post match is going to be coming up. Don't worry, man. The post match is coming up, man. I think that for United fans, because I've just been looking at what has been happening online and everything. I just think for United fans, take the L. Some United fans are holding the L, but I think for United fans, you just need to take some L because I know that look, the Rashford tweets is a form of bullying. I'm gonna report to Twitter, say, look, it's cyberbullying. Like what's happened to Rashford on Twitter is cyberbullying. If I'm Rashford, don't go on Twitter for at least a week. It's stupid. It's stupid. It's a cyberbullying. It's a cyberbullying. But the issue here is this: is that there were certain United fans who were hyped for this game. They were calling this game the biggest game of their season. And this was massive. People were hyped and were building up to it. And PSG beat them 2-0 at their crib. I don't think you understand what that means. PSG were the away team and they beat them 2-0. United did not register a single goal. And the thing about it is that nobody's to blame because I'm hearing people say, oh no, Pogba was really bad. Rashford was not that good and everything. People underperformed. United did not underperform. They were beaten by the better team. It's as simple as that. Like, there is nothing to be fearful of. You just got beaten by the better team. It's as simple as that. So, it's because hello everybody, what up, man? So look, man. So remember, guys. I mean, if because look, I'm just gonna talk. But if there's anybody that really wants me to, if there's a question you desperately want answered, then send a super chat. So if you definitely want me to answer a certain question, you want a shout out, you want to send a question, or you just want to donate, use the super chat, and I will address your question forthwith. But I'm just here to talk because pretty much I'm just talking until the video uploads, and then I'm gonna go and eat some late night meal and a dinner as well. So the Roma FC Porto one, it's a pretty good game. That's gonna go up on the channel tomorrow. So by tomorrow morning, you're gonna receive that. But the United PSG game, I've got my my Mac over there, my iMac. It's uploading that right now. But again, for me, I just want to talk, just to gauge what people are saying, and I think I'm having a very amicable war with Terry right now. Terry of Football Terrace, who great friend of mine, great colleague, amazing football commentator, and I'm just riding with the dude though. Okay. Let me address the super chat. So, Josh Bond, thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the super chat, Josh Bond. What's your opinion of the refereeing? All right. The refereeing wasn't bad, but he didn't referee the game in the right way. Because when you're a referee, you have to look at the game that you're refereeing. This is a high-level game. Lots of stuff, lots of hype and everything. By giving so many yellow cards earlier on, I know what he was thinking. All right, let me set the tone, give some early yellow cards, and then people now know what's what. Homie, you can't give like flipping 5-6 yellow cards by halftime. That's too much. So I thought that for him, the best way to referee this game is let the first two, unless it's a serious foul, let the first two mini semi-fouls, let them go. And what do most referees do? This is your final warning. Next foul, I'm going to give you a card. Next foul, I'm going to give you a card. So those guys know. But he just whipped out those yellow cards very early. And I just think that puts the players under so much pressure. Because again, especially based on how the game was going and everything, you're going to have to go in for those tackles. You're going to have to go in hard. So Labille and Pogba, he just fell for victim of my Italian friend giving those cards so early. So I don't call it a bad refereeing performance because again, I've seen bad refereeing performance. Trust me. some, especially from Spanish referees. Spanish referees are notoriously the worst. Italians are probably the best. So, but I just thought it wasn't a bad refereing performance. It's just that he shouldn't have given so many yellow cards earlier on in the game. That's what it was. But yeah, so just going back to the whole Terry things, because Terry is now saying online that I'm lying, and that I was telling lies, and he didn't say things that so forth and everything. And my thing about this is that I may have not gotten what he said word for word, but the basic gist of what he said is true. And the thing about this is that what he said is, and I don't blame him for it, because he was just buying into the hype of the English media. Because based on how well United were playing, based on the run that they were on, based on how well Rashford was playing, the media just hyped up everything. So they hyped up like Rashford is one of the best strikers out there. He's not fully fulfilling his potential. He must not be mentioned amongst the best strikers out there. And I was saying, guys, Rashford is amazing. Premier League wise, he's definitely one of the most informed strikers. The Premier League is not the be-all and end-all of football. England isn't the center of the universe. It isn't. Okay, it may be a major market. It's not the center of the universe. So all because you're amazing in the Premier League doesn't make you amazing on the worldwide stage. All because Harry Kane scores loads of goals in the Premier League doesn't make you an international caliber striker. It doesn't. The reason why Suarez is that dude is because the guy does it for Uruguay. He's done it for Barcelona. He did it for Ajax. He did it for Liverpool. Lewandowski did it for Dortmund. He did it for Bayern Munich, and he did it in the Champions League for Dortmund as well. And I think with Aguero, all right, he may not really have come clutch in the Champions League. Aguero did it in the flipping Europa League, and so he did it in the UEFA Cup for Atletico Madrid. I think scoring in the final, helping them to win the UEFA Cup for Atletico Madrid. So it's like, all because you are amazing in the Premier League don't give you the right to now be called world class or now be put in the same category as guys who've done stuff at the flipping World Cup at the Champions League level. So Terry said that he feels that Mbappe can reach Mbappe's level. And I said, you can't even say that. So even if he says, okay, no, I never said that he will reach Mbappe's level, I believe that Rashford can reach Mbappe's level. I say you can't. Even saying that is crazy, because Mbappe is a World Cup winner. He's a young prodigy. He is seen as the next superstar. How Rashford shouldn't even be mentioned in the same breath as Mbappe. That's the point I'm making. He shouldn't be mentioned in the same breath and the same sentence as him. He shouldn't. But again, it's the English media that keeps hyping their players. So. And that's just what it was, man. But I think, because Rashford, and this is the issue, because Rashford is getting destroyed on Twitter right now. And it isn't his fault. Like, the abuse that Rashford is receiving, the people to blame are the media, the English media, and some United fans who just propped him up too much. Because coming into this game, they say, when Rashford, look at it, he's one of the most informed strikers in the world and everything. So you prop him up so high, boom, when he doesn't live up to that potential. Because again, I'm not surprised by Rashford's performance, and Rashford wasn't bad. Just like he just really was non-existent, but he wasn't bad. I wouldn't say that he flopped, because flopping, in my view, is you're of a certain level. I expect a standard. Like Messi, you flopped at the World Cup. Cristiano, you flopped at the World Cup because of the high standard you set yourselves. But I don't hold Rashford at a high standard. So how can the dude flop if I don't hold him at the right standard? But yeah, that's the thing. There's like, I just think the thing with Terry, look, man, he means well and everything. He just needs to hold his L, And I think and this is the key thing. And obviously you'll see it in my post match when I explain it. This isn't about United United do not play badly. I don't want to hear that crap. They got beaten by the better team. Simple as that. They were outclassed. They're not in the same class as PSG. And Manchester United are not an elite football club. They're not. They can't be mentioned in the same sentence as the elite clubs. So when you just get beat by the better team, there's nobody to blame. You can't blame Solskjaer. Like, you can't blame Rashford or people. you just got beat by teams who are just better skilled than you, much more experienced, and they're just better. You know, they're just better. So it's like, and it's like, you look at a guy like Verratti. I've always said that Verratti is the best central midfield in the world. And when you just look at how he played that position, like, I still think that Labille all round, he's still a quality, amazing talent. But I think Labille, you know, you've got to look at Verratti and be like, well, hold on, but you know what? That's a footballer. That's a footballer. It's playing as Damon. All right, so another super chat here from Josh Bond. Thank you, bro. Thank you for the super chats. Do you think this will affect United's dreams of top four? Nope. None whatsoever. None whatsoever. I don't think this will make any dent whatsoever in their top four hopes, because PSG are of a different class to most sides in the Premier League. So I just think for United, this is just a learning curve. And I think this is just a reminder that this United team are not ready for Europe. But 100%, I feel that they are in the driving seat and are very strong favorites to maintain top four. So this will literally not derail them, affect them in any way whatsoever, getting top four. And it shouldn't. So yeah, Josh Bond, thank you for that super chat over there, man. So, but I think that's the whole thing. And I just hope that people in the Premier League, that support the Premier League and so forth, they learn these lessons. They learn these lessons, because again, I was shocked, because that's why, obviously, when I released when my post match drops, I have to eat some humble pie, because I believe that with the key injuries that PSG had, that United would win the game. Maybe they did get an away goal, but I thought that United would win it like maybe 2-1, 3-1. But I mean, PSG to come in there and do a job, completely dominate the game in the second half, and to walk away with a 2-0 victory, that's a big move. That is a big, massive flipping movement. So, which is crazy. All right. Super chats here from CFC Anuj. So CFC Anuj says, someone said Rashford is better than R9. You see, look, that's why sometimes it is advisable to take a break off football Twitter, because football Twitter can be that poisonous. That's what football Twitter can do. Football Twitter can be that poisonous. See, the issue about this was that, who did Man United play in their run? Like, for me, the best team they played on this amazing run under Solskjaer was Tottenham. And I even mentioned it in my preview. That was their best victory. But when you look at that game, it was a 1-0 win. And in that second half, Tottenham completely dominated them and had chance after chance after chance. And if it wasn't for De Gea and his keeping, Tottenham would have gotten 1 or 2 goals in that game, for sure. For sure. So that's the thing. All right. Another super chat here from Nippon Sharma. Will United ever get back to winning ways? And what do you think is more likely to happen before the 22nd century? England win their second World Cup or the US win their first? So, yeah, thank you for that, Nippon Sharma. Thank you for that super chat. 100%, I believe United will get back to winning ways, because if I'm Solskjaer, this shouldn't affect United in any way whatsoever, because this is a different level of football. PSG and their players that they have are a different level to Burnley, Huddersfield, flipping Chelsea, Arsenal, and everything. The only teams that are really on PSG's level, I would say, are Man City, Liverpool, maybe Tottenham, but really Man City and Liverpool are really the only teams that I would say are really on their level, and Tottenham could maybe give them a game. So I think that 100% United, they'll definitely get back to winning ways. What is more likely to happen in the 22nd century? England winning their second World Cup or the US winning their first? For sure, England winning their second World Cup. For sure, because you look at Jadon Sancho, you look at Sterling, England finally have some very exciting young players. And I think someone mentioned, I don't think it was in Germany or somewhere, where they said, wow, England are actually producing better youngsters than Germany now. And when you look at the US, America will never take football seriously. I just don't think they will. I think America and their psychology and everything is far more obsessed with American sports. So I think more focus will be put on basketball and the NFL. And I don't think that they will have the right investments or the right focus in getting the best out of football. So yeah, for me, America, I don't think they'll ever win a World Cup. But for me, there's definitely more chance of England winning their second World Cup than America. So yeah, Nippon Shana, thank you very much for your super chats. Very much obliged there. Very much obliged. So yeah, man. Look, man. I still don't believe that PSG are going to win the Champions League because again, like this was definitely a good win, but you can definitely see that this team needs Neymar for sure. This team needs Neymar for sure. And I think that without Neymar, that's just a finishing touch because yeah, Kylian came good against United, but is Kylian enough to beat a Juventus, a Barcelona, a Man City, a Real Madrid? I think they need more than a Kylian. Definitely, they need a lot more than that to beat those guys. Yo, another super chat there from Ogopa, man. Thank you, bro. Thank you for your super chats, guys. Much obliged, man. Much obliged. But yeah, man, I just see EPL fans, man. So I think this is something I just want to really drive home. I think this is a key message I want to send out. If you support a team in the Premier League, that's good. But watch football from other leagues. Watch football from other leagues and have a well-rounded view of what football is about. Because if you have a well-rounded view of what football is about, I think you'll be far more informed in the kind of reviews, no, rather the kind of previews that you will do of games because you'll have a better understanding of what teams are about and everything, So, but I think the thing with Rashford is that, look, he doesn't deserve the kind of beating he's taken online. He doesn't deserve it. And the angry thing about it is that, see, if Rashford had come out and said, "Yeah, man, I think I'm definitely one of the best in the world, and I think that I'm on Mbappe's level and I'm everything," then he will deserve every kind of abuse coming his way. But the fact of the matter is that he didn't. This wasn't him. He wasn't the one that actually came up with him all of this stuff. It was the media. The media and the people, they were the ones that pushed this crazy agenda that he is this player that he clearly isn't. Because Rashford, I still think can be an amazing striker, one of the top strikers in the world. But there are levels, and there are different categories and there are different tiers, and I just do not think that he can reach because the issue with what Terry said is, all right, what evidence do you have to say and believe that Rashford can reach Mbappe's level? Because we can't just say, hey, man, anybody can reach anybody's level. We can't see the future. Then, all right, then Raheem Sterling can reach Messi's level. Oh, well, you can't see the future. You never know what will happen. So why can't Sterling reach Messi's level? Why can't Sancho reach Sterling's Messi's level? But the fact of the matter is that we have to make informed decisions of what we see. Based on what we've seen of Sterling and Sancho right now, compared to what Messi was doing at their age, we shouldn't put them in the same category. Is Mbappe younger than Rashford? Let me just say, is Mbappe younger than Rashford? I just want to check. Is Mbappe younger than Rashford? So, okay, by how many years? By how many years? How many years is he younger? So okay, 3 years. So 20. So I think because I believe Mbappe is 20 right now. Yeah, 2022. So Mbappe at 18. Mbappe at 18 was scoring in consecutive Champions League knockout games with Monaco. a little more Monaco to him. He was scoring in consecutive Champions League non-knockout games. What was Rashford doing at 18? What was Rashford doing at 19, at 20, at 21, at 22? So Mbappe has already been playing at a higher level and performed at a higher level at 18, 19, and 20 than Rashford has in his entire career so far. So once you realize that, that is why it doesn't make any sense when you say that Rashford can reach Mbappe's level, because that's not informed the decision. And the only evidence you're saying that he can reach his level is based on what he's doing in the Premier League. But then when he says, like, okay, the Premier League isn't the best league in the world. The Premier League isn't the highest level of competition in the world. It isn't. The highest level of club competition is the Champions League. So if you perform high in the Champions League, boom, then you're talked about. And that's what Mbappe did for Monaco. Rashford has never performed at the highest level in the Champions League. So it doesn't make any sense. All right, another super chat here from Ogopa. Liverpool are definitely lubricating United at Old Trafford. You see, be very careful. Be very careful. Don't take this game and now gas yourself and just assume that, oh my gosh, they're going to... For me, I really believe that game can go either way. I think United can beat Liverpool. I think Liverpool can beat United. I very much think that United can beat Liverpool as well. I think that's going to be a very different kind of game because, again, guys, just be very careful. United got schooled, they got outclassed. But don't now think that based on them being outclassed by PSG, a team that is one of the most expensively assembled teams in the world, do now take this and then apply it to what they now do in the Premier League. Like, that's, there's no point in really saying that. I don't want to just check. So, yeah, thanks for the super chat, though. All right, share successful. So, my vid should be uploading pretty soon. Let me just check my phone to see whether it has been uploaded. All right, let's see what's happening. Oh, all right. My vid is up. So, actually, well, since you guys are here with me, man, you can who knows? Maybe you can watch the review while we're on the live here. All right, let's see what we're doing in public. Just bear with me. I'm just uploading the review now. Edit thumbnail, custom thumbnail. You will like this thumbnail, man. Trust me. You're gonna like this thumbnail. Yeah. All right. Come on. Okay, wait. So is this? All right. Okay. We're up. So yeah, man, I think, look. Yeah, look, man. I mean, Tuchel, you know what? Boom. He came out. No. Tuchel did it himself well because you could see that he really coached his team. I think, especially in the second half, you saw how he said, like, look, guys, we're the better team here. We haven't shown it in the first half. We played like pedestrians in the first half. We are the better team. We have to show that we're the better team. We did not show that we were the better team in that first half. But I think, no. In the second half, I know he said, boom, show that we're the better team, and they definitely showed that they were the better team. So Tuchel definitely gets credit. But again, for Tuchel, are you going to be able to do it against the better sides? I don't know. Now, like, playing a Man United, who are very inexperienced still, playing a very inexperienced United side, it's very different from playing Messi's Barcelona, Cristiano's Juventus, flipping Man City, and so forth, because those are high tier guys. So Josh Bond, another super chat. Thank you, bro. any recommendations for meals for the big is coming up? I always pasta with a nice salad and olive oil is always good. Pizza is always nice. I try go for the formaggio. If your people, where you would do like a fromage. That was always a very nice one to go with. Or again, if you're going, if you really want like a really nice big meal, I recommend pounded yam and egusi soup. So if you know a place that does Nigerian food, pounded yam and egusi soup, you can never go wrong. Pounded yam, egusi soup, and star beer, either star beer or Malta Guinness. That's always the meal of choice. So yeah, thank you for that super chat, bro. Merci beaucoup, Kuman. Thank you, bro. 14. Thank you, bro. My fellow Nigerians. I always like hearing from my fellow Nigerians out there. Yeah, I mean, but look, man, I think Mbappe, I still believe, and this is what I try to explain to people. Footballing wise, ability wise, I still say that what's his name? The Us is better than Mbappe. Football as a footballer. Who would be much more effective on my team, and who will give me the better chance of winning? Mbappe. And it's as simple as that. I still believe that the Us is the better footballer. But again, as much as he's the better footballer, who has a better chance of me winning the game? I think is Mbappe. People forget, like, Ousmane Dembele is a ridiculous football player. Any football player who is ambidextrous and skillful and good is extremely dangerous. Ask any defender. If you're ambidextrous, you can go to your right. You can go to your left. That is very, very, very dangerous indeed. So, he's no. But the Us is a serious talent. But again, if you're building a team and you're building a team to try and win, look, man, I have to roll with Mbappe. The thing about Mbappe is, let's not get ourselves gassed too much. I don't believe that. That's why PSG can't win the Champions League this season. The only way they can win the Champions League is that they needed Neymar. Without Neymar, it's impossible. Without Neymar, it's impossible. Neymar is that icing on the cake that they need to be able to win a flipping Champions League. But actually, let me ask you this: who believes that United can still come back? Does anyone say that it's over? Who knows? Let me hear. Do you think United can turn this around? A miracle. Now, someone said something very interesting. Which team bottled a 4-0 lead? I can't remember. Can you remember? I don't know. My memory is a bit shaky. Which team bottled a 4-0 lead? Does anyone know? I don't know. Wait, I'm trying to think. Which team bottled a 4-0 lead in the Champions League? So they were 4-0 up in the first leg, and they managed to lose. And they scored an away goal as well in the second leg. Is it? Oh, it escapes me. I don't know. I don't know who that team was, man. So, but yeah, man. But look, man. It's going to be very hard for United to turn this around. But guys, football is a crazy sport. I have seen some of the most shocking things I've seen in my life has happened in football, and you can rule nothing out. And I'm sorry, like people have said, this is different. It's not at the Camp Nou. PSG are playing the second leg at home, and they are very good at home. United are a much weaker side than Barcelona, and that's the Barcelona side that has flipping Neymar and Messi. But as much as that is true, they are bottlers. Which is why I say PSG, then they will never be. As long as they end their stripes and do something that makes me go up, they'll never be in the conversation for one of the favorites in the Champions League. Rahil R. Is Verratti? Thank you. So this is a super chat from Rahil R. Rahil R. Is Verratti the perfect replacement for Modric? I think when I did my football battles, for me, Verratti is, I believe, as a footballing midfielder, I believe that he's better than Modric. So if Real Madrid want to replace Modric, I think Verratti is definitely the perfect man. And I think it's tricky. And I think I may have mentioned this in my football battles. See, Modric protects the ball better, and I think he's a much more composed, mature, level-headed midfielder who can really control the game on his calm. The thing about Verratti is that he's very hot-headed. Personally, for me, I prefer Verratti because I love his fearlessness. Because Verratti does not give an F. He will always try and be positive. So, because again, for me, I used to play as a central midfielder growing up. So if I was going to model my game, I like Riquelme has always been like the guy that for me he's like the guy, him and Pirlo. But if there was a guy who I would want to model my game on, who just plays the game in a way that I would want to play it, it's Verratti. You know, Verratti is definitely the guy that plays it in the way that he did. And I think, when you look at that game, especially today, Verratti was just of a different class. Like what Verratti was doing on the ball, the pockets he was finding, how hard it was to get the ball off of him, how he was making ground, the kind of passes that he was giving, it's just a different level. It's simply just a different level. So there is nothing that United should be ashamed of, So which is why I say, like, this shouldn't affect United in any way. This shouldn't affect United in any way with regards to what they do in the top four in the Premier League. Because again, you got beat by the better team. They were far better than you. And there are not many teams in the Premier League who are as good as PSG. Individually, with the individual personnel that PSG have, we don't find those in the Premier League. So there is no reason that United should now self-destruct in the Premier League. There's no reason whatsoever. And then, if I'm Solskjaer, I'll tell my United players that, guys, get this out of your system. We got beat by the better side. And the key thing, and that's the key thing that people need to understand, because I don't want this narrative to be, oh my gosh, United played so bad that, if United played better, they'd have beaten PSG. No. PSG's performance did not allow United to play. That was the whole point. Their performance just did not allow them to play. So there was no room for them to even express themselves or really say anything. There's simply no room to express themselves or say anything. But also, briefly, I don't know how many of you guys watched the FC Porto, what's it called? The FC Porto Roma game. It was fun. Great results for FC Porto, though. Really, okay. I wouldn't say it's a great result. It's a nice result for FC Porto, and I think that them getting their away goal is huge. So I really think FC Porto will do the business in Portugal. What are you guys saying about Tottenham Dortmund? What are you guys saying Tottenham Dortmund tomorrow? Tottenham Dortmund. What are you guys saying, man? Talk to me, man. Tottenham Dortmund. I'm just checking me tweets, man. Look, man, my notifications are going crazy. They're going flipping crazy, man. Wow. Wow, totally. I think you know what. I'm riding with a Tottenham win. Well, someone said 4-4. I'm riding with a Tottenham win. I still believe that Tottenham will win the game, but I think we're in for a really exciting game. For sure. I just think that we're in for a really, really fun, exciting match, man. For sure, man. I just like Dortmund only play one way. They don't have a plan B. I don't believe that Lucien Favre has a plan B with that Dortmund side. They only play one way and they only operate one way, and that's it. So yeah, it's going to be fun, man. And look, man, Heung-min Son, he's that dude. Him and Muro have to really go all out. All right, another super chat here. Super chat from Jake from State Farm. Yo, State Farm. Does VAR actually fix the incompetence of referees? No. Which is crazy. Because I've seen this in La Liga as well. And even sometimes at the World Cup, you would think that with the introduction again, thanks for the super chat there from Jake from State Farm. So you'd think that with VAR, it would actually help the referees to make great decisions. But I think it was even greater they even made this point. A referee or the referees can look at the footage and still get it wrong. Because remember, even if you're looking at it and have instant replay after instant replay, the referees may still interpret that, oh no, that wasn't a foul. When, wait a minute, no, that was a foul. Like, look, he tripped him, but the referee viewing it 4 or 5 times from different angles can still say, no, based on my view, because at the end of the day, especially when something is a 50-50, you can look at it in different ways. It's down to the discretion of the referee where, okay, he viewed it as a foul or he didn't view it as a foul. So unless we bring in robots and machines who only think in a binary method, will we be able to get these decisions 100% right? But until we have that, I just think that referees are still human. And it's still a human being making those decisions. So, yeah, man, VAR doesn't stop crap referees from being crap referees, man. So, Ajax Dortmund, man. Look, I'll admit, I believe that Dortmund should. I believe that Real Madrid should have ended it in the first leg. Look, things have changed. When the draw was made, Real Madrid were a bunch of losers. You know, it's as simple as that. When the draw was made, Real Madrid were a bunch of flipping losers. But now they've changed. So I find it's not going to be impossible, but I think it'll be really hard. It's going to be a bit more difficult. Not impossible, not just hard, but I just think it'll be a bit more difficult for Ajax to win this game. You know, and I do think that what's it called? I do think that Real Madrid are going to come into this leg to try and end it. They're coming into the game to fully 100% just end the tie right there and there. So I think, yeah, for Real Madrid, I think that they're going to have that. Wow, man, some guys, you guys are coming with some crazy comments, man. You guys are coming with oh man, that's a wild that's a wild scoreline, man. That's a flipping wild scoreline. So but yeah, so I think so for tomorrow, Tottenham, I'm rolling with them 2-1. I believe that experience will weigh through, but I'm hoping and I'm praying because remember this PSG United game was hyped, and I don't think the game it was still a good game to watch, but I think the game quality lived up to the hype that people were on. So I'm hoping, because again, I've always said Dortmund Tottenham is going to be the tie of the round. I believe that it's going to be the best match. So I hope that it lives up to that title of being the best match. So I'm still keeping it. I'm still keeping it with a Tottenham 2-1 to Tottenham. Real Madrid. I think I said 2-2. I think I might have said 2-2. Real Madrid to draw 2-2. I think it'll be disrespectful if Real Madrid go and just beat them 3-0. I think if Real Madrid go to the Johan Cruyff Stadium and lubricate Ajax at the Johan Cruyff Stadium in front of their own fans, their own friends and family, that would be disrespectful. That would be fully 100% disrespectful if they were to do that. Speaking of which, where is Rabiot? Does is Rabiot still injured, or is he or was he taken out? Yo, Hazan, what up, bro? I watched both games, like same thing that I did today. So I had the United game on the projector screen, and on my tablet I had the Roma game. So I think for the game tomorrow, I'm going to have the Tottenham Dortmund game on the big screen, and on my tablet I'll have the Ajax game. So they got a lot more than lubricated, bro, by Feyenoord. I think that was a damn spanking by them. So yeah, no. Look, man, it was PSG. Look, They came good. They came good, and I'm sorry that I doubted them, man. Um, oh, yo, so James Lowry, thanks for the super chat, bro. Much appreciated. I hope you've had a good evening. Keep up the vids. Thank you, bro. I've had. Look, man, it's been swell because I told you guys I am a fan of. Again, thank you for the super chat, James Lowry. There, man. I am a huge fan of Kylian. For me, I believe that the Messi Cristiano era is coming to an end. You know, I'm happy and I'm glad with what Christina and Lionel Richie have done, but it's time for those guys to vacate the space and for the new blood to come in. I am fully in support of the new blood. I want the new blood to come in. Guys, by the way, speaking of which, who has been watching True Detective? That series is looking damn good. It's looking damn good. I don't know how many of you guys are watching True Detective, but yeah, that is a very good series so far. It's been bloody good. Yeah. It's a TV series, bro. The detective TV series on TV. Look it up, man. So no, but yeah, man. Was I saying again, man? So yeah, see, Kylian Mbappe, he is the prodigy, and he is a future. I'm all for the future because again, if you think about it, guys, do you want to watch Messi and Cristiano for the next 10 years? I don't. Like I appreciate and everything that they've done, and when they retire, they're going to be legends in their own rights based on what they've done. But for me, like I want different players. I want new names. I want the fresh blood, you know, and I want to usher in the new wave of players. And I think the prodigy is part of that new wave. And I just think it will be refreshing to see new faces now seen as the best in the world. Because we've had a flipping decade, more than a decade of like, oh, Messi, this, Messi, that's, oh, Cristiano. I'm like, come on, bro. Come on, bro. You know? And as I've always said, Kylian has a World Cup medal. So really, can Messi and Cristiano really look Mbappe in the eye? I don't think they can. You know, like you can't like Mbappe say, look, I won a World Cup at 19. At 19 years of age, I was a teenager and I won a World Cup and I scored in a World Cup final at 19. The only other teenager to do so is freaking Pele. So I don't think your dear friends can look them in the eye at all, man. So now, man, Kylian, man, he's but that's what we say, like never overhype players. Which is why I don't even speak too much about Kylian. That's why I'm actually still have him in tier 2. And I don't talk too much about him. We've seen what overhype has done with our friend Rashford. And I think Rashford will actually say to United fans and the English media, please, next time, please, shut up. Just shut up. Just please. You know, just let me do my talking on the pitch. Let me just do my talking on the pitch. Let me do my football talking on the pitch. Don't hype me up. Don't gas me up. Don't prep me up. I will just deliver what I can do on the pitch, man. So, Rashford is too. So who the hell is that case? 20, he's 20. So how far do we think PSG are going to get in this? How far do you think that they're going to get in this Champions League? I think if they do seal the deal against United, I still not getting it. I still say quarters max for PSG. I still say yeah. I because they're going to get a tough team because for PSG can't beat Barcelona. I think Real Madrid would beat them, especially how they're playing. City would beat them. Liverpool. You see, without Neymar, I think Liverpool would probably beat them. Without Neymar, it will be an issue. But see, against Liverpool, that'll be interesting based on how bad Liverpool's away record is. I think they'd beat Bayern. They'd beat Bayern. Juventus would beat them. So I think a lot of that's why, because when you go into quarterfinals, there's only so many teams that you can face. So the chances are that they'll face a team that they can beat is very unlikely. So I think basically for sure, the teams that make it to the quarterfinal, they are hoping for the winner of Roma FC Porto. They're praying because again, if PSG go through and they face FC Porto or Roma, boom, that'll be a godsend for them. That'll be a godsend for them. So, guys, don't sleep on Man City, man. If you guys are still sleeping on Man City, don't sleep on Man City. See, for me, Bayern, the games that Bayern have won in the Bundesliga, they've labored to victory. Like, I've been watching some of their Bundesliga games, been tuning in. Rarely have they completely overwhelmed the side that they've played. They've just managed to beat them just by virtue of the individuals they have. Liverpool, it's just a bad matchup. So I don't really get guys who feel that Bayern Munich will beat Liverpool based on the experience. Because again, this isn't the same as United PSG. First of all, Liverpool are better than United based on what they've done this season and last season. So they're a lot further ahead in their development than United. And PSG are better than Bayern. Bayern have definitely dropped a level in quality. They've definitely dropped a level in their quality. So yeah, I still think Bayern Munich are still definitely the team to beat. So look, man, guys, I'll be signing out real soon from here, man. I'm gonna have a late night meal, probably watch a movie, recharge myself, because tonight was fun, man. So, but kids, what have we learned for today? What have we learned from today? What we've learned is don't overhype. Watch, yeah, man, definitely. I recommend it. True Detective. So don't overhype. Watch football beyond just the league you're in, especially if you're a Premier League watcher. Because what I've always said is that the Premier League is the biggest brand. It has the most excitement and entertainment, but you don't see the best brand football being played in the Premier League. You just don't. You simply don't. Like City and Liverpool are really well clear from everyone else in the Premier League, and I think City are definitely when City are on the game, they're on a different planet to everyone else in the league. So, but I think definitely watch more teams here. I think guys talking about, look, I am nocturnal. I'm not a morning person. I hate waking up in the morning. And I operate at night. Literally, that's how I operate. Like, I don't really sleep much, but I am a guy that really operates through the recesses of the night, and that's just how my brain and my psychology works. So, guys, I'm literally starved with my face up. It's been swell. It's been good saying to you. So, if you've not watched the post-match review is now up on the YouTube thing. And think about pledging to the Patreon for more extra content. Head to the website to keep yourself informed on the latest news, polls, and so forth, and fun facts on halfoffootballclub.com. Thank you for your support. Your support is always appreciated. I love you guys. I will see you on the other side. Peace, stay true, and have a great evening.